go back and do the same thing and end up being the recidivism go back up because of people like them. We're trying to change, do a little different here, and set guys up for success. So, we don't have to go back down that road. I'm telling you, I ain't trying to go back down. Apollo must like it up in there. I don't like it.
That's that thing. I'm not trying to go back.
I'm not going back. But if you know what you got to do to keep from going back, certain things you got. And on top of that, another thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to register to vote. When you register for a job with us here, you got to register to vote. And that way you find out we got 2,600 people now that we can shift with them when we need to. And these people find out who address our concerns and our issues. Those are people we want to vote for. That's when the nation part comes in. We've been in the nation now. Because it's 700,000 now ex-offenders like me and you are released from jail every year. 700,000
per year.
Per year. That's a lot of men and women coming out of jail every year. But that simply means now you got more ex-offenders on the streets of America than you got in the U.S. Armed Forces combined. We are now the majority. Not all, certain things you got. Those things, the big fellas, ex-offenders, whatever you want to call them, are in a class by themselves, and they're a majority of any class of people. Been in the nation now. Because it's 700,000 now ex-offenders like me and you are released from jail every year. 700,000
per year.
Per year. That's a lot of men and women coming out of jail every year. But that simply means now you got more ex-offenders on the streets of America than you got in the U.S. Armed Forces combined. We are now the majority. Not all, certain things you got. Those things, the big fellas, ex-offenders, whatever you want to call them, are in a class by themselves. And they're a majority of any class of people. Been in the nation now. Because it's 700,000 now ex-offenders like me and you are released from jail every year. 700,000
per year.
Per year. That's a lot of men and women coming out of jail every year. But that simply means now you got more ex-offenders on the streets of America than you got in the U.S. Armed Forces. We are now the majority. Not all, those things, those fellas, ex-offenders, whatever you want to call them, are in a class by themselves. And they're a majority of any class of people. Been in the nation now. Because it's 700,000 now ex-offenders like me and you are released from jail. Per year. That's a lot of men and women coming out of jail every year. But that simply means now you got more ex-offenders on the streets of America than you got in the U.S. Armed Forces. We are now the majority. Not all, those things, those fellas, ex-offenders, whatever you want to call them, are in a class by themselves. And they're a majority of any kind of people.
Check. Check.
Leaving the wolves
Here we go.
years and years at a time. And all you do is throw years at the wolves and throw shit at them. All those wolves will do is just simply shake it off. And eventually, if you keep throwing things at a wolf, shaking it off and packing it down, he come up out of that hole,
Find somebody.
let me tell you, they're faced with two paths. A path of darkness
Check.
and a path of light.
Yes.
I chose the path of light.
Yes.
And there's so many of them in that path of darkness. And if we don't get them wolves out of that path of darkness, crime rate gonna go up. The city, what does he do?
He take it.
He take it.
All right.
If you don't give a man a job, he's gonna
Don't
put
feed
that
him.
pistol in your
Don't
mouth,
give
kicking
him
the
away
door,
where he
wait for
feed
you to
himself.
run.
Hello, my name is Ricky Brown. I'm the president and CEO of a company called Next Step Staffing Agency. We're a staffing agency that assists ex-offenders who have men and women who have been into the penal system and have come home and simply faced the walls of not being able to find job and work and being able to take care of their families. And that's what we do here at Next Step Staffing. We've been doing this since 2010. I started the company in 2010 to assist ex-offenders and veterans simply because I'm an ex-offender. I served 13 years in prison off of a 50-year sentence, and I came home, man, and just could not get a job. And one night, God gave me a vision. Create your own job. Create your own destiny, helping men like you. And so there came Next Step Staffing, where we help men get to the next step so they can be successful men, so they could be productive members of society, so our cities, our state, our country will be a safer place to live, work, and play. And whether you guys know it or not, 700,000 now ex-offenders like me are released from prisons every year, nationwide, state, and federal. 700,000. That simply means now that you have more ex-offenders like me walking the streets of America than you now have in the U.S. Armed Forces combined. We are now the majority. We are a class of people. It's more than just black, majority black, but it's people from all creed and colors. And they're placed in a class by themselves. Not only are they placed in a class by themselves, they're placed in a class by themselves and they're underserved. And when you underserve a class, a majority of people, what happens is your crime rate goes up, your recidivism rate goes up, and nobody wins. Ex-offenders now are more than any other class of people on the streets of America. And we've got to address this issue. We're proud to say now that we have opened the doors up to give these men and women jobs. Because our motto here at Next Step Staffing is, we don't want to rob, we just want a job. And I found that if you give a man a job, half the battle is done. Because I'd rather walk by a man on the streets of America today that's going to work than a man that has no job. That man has no hope. So if you give a man a job, half the battle is done. If you need some other services, those services, we could implement those around a job. And that's what we do here at Next Step Staffing. When we do that, it helps us. One person, one nation, one job.
Come on, sir. I'm sorry. I can help you.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check.